What's up, everybody? This is Kaleb, your favorite Kung Fu fanatic. Welcome back to the official YouTube channel for Kaleb's Kung Fu Cinema, my bi-weekly podcast where I cover all of your favorite martial arts films. It's been a minute, and before we get started, I must apologize. I haven't done a video in a few weeks now, 2.5, almost 3 weeks. And yeah, I'm sorry about that. There was just a lot of crazy stuff going on. I was on vacation from work last week. And at one point, I got a little sick, so I just wasn't able to do anything. And yeah, a lot of crazy stuff going on. But I'm better. We're back. The show's better than ever, even though it hasn't really changed. You guys may notice I'm filming at a slightly different angle this time. I wanted all my new posters to kind of be in view. As you can see, I've got like Armor of God poster, Prodigal Son poster, and Snake and Eagle's Shadow. I also got some new Blu-Rays from 88 Films. I got Flag of Iron and Legendary Weapons of China, which I haven't been able to watch yet. I've gotten a lot of stuff in the mail lately, but that's actually why we're here today. We're gonna do another unboxing video. I got this in the mail, and I was very anxiously waiting for it, and it's finally here. So going to open it up. In typical fashion, I already opened it up and unwrapped everything to make this easy for you guys. So yeah, you don't have to awkwardly watch me unwrap everything, but we've got more Jackie Chan Blu-rays. Hell yeah. Starting out, we'll do the one that I'm not overtly familiar with, and that is The Protector. I have never seen The Protector, but I do know that it is it's a pretty divisive movie when it comes to the career of Jackie Chan and his filmography. This is one of those movies that many people have, that I know. Again, I haven't seen it, but I have done tons of research on the film, and I know that many people do not like it. It is, as a Jackie Chan movie, it's not up to it's not quite up to par. But I also know that there are people who admire a lot of things about the movie. I know that Jackie himself and the director of The Protector, which was James Glickenhaus, I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm sorry. But I know they had the story goes that they had a pretty contentious relationship with this movie. James Glickenhaus wanted to make the movie his way, which was a very particular way. Jackie and him and James did not see eye to eye at all. Jackie didn't like the way James filmed the fight scenes. He just didn't really like anything he was doing with the movie, because the movie, I know the movie's got like a lot of violence, dialogue's really weird, and there's a lot of nudity. It's many people compare The Protector to what's the word? Grindhouse films, which again, haven't seen it. I've seen bits or clips of it. I always watch clips of movies, but this movie, The Protector, definitely does have grindhouse qualities to it, just because of the blood and you know, and all the other really crazy stuff that happens. But yeah, just to get into the particulars of this Blu-ray. So yeah, The Protector, for the well, first off, I was gonna read the description to you guys, but first off, I just want to say I really like this artwork. This is by Kung Fu Bob, the man. I think this artwork just looks really cool. I think I love the explosions going on here. I love how you can see Jackie Chan and the legendary kickboxer Bill Wallace, their kicks clashing, and you got Danny Aiello with the crazy gun right there, and I just think this is a really cool piece of artwork. This may be my favorite like Kung Fu Bob artwork so far. He's done so many great things, and I like pretty much everything he does. I think all of his artwork, the ones that I've seen at least, are fantastic. But I don't know, there's just something about this one. It's probably the colors and everything. I don't really know. But I really love this artwork. It's really cool. Yeah. Anyway, back to the description. I love the tagline for this movie. Now New York has a new weapon, a cop with his own way of fighting crime. That's interesting. But yeah, after the kidnapping of a wealthy businessman's daughter, Maverick New York City cops Billy Wong, who is Jackie Chan, and Danny Garoni, played by Danny Aiello, are sent to garner leads in Hong Kong, but the pair find themselves beset by the local police and crime boss Harold Ko, who's played by legend Roy Chow, who will stop at nothing in ensuring the continuity of his drug empire. Yeah, the Blu-ray itself, it has a stunning 1080p presentation on Blu-ray from a brand new 2K restoration of the original USA release in 1.85 by 1 aspect ratio, remastered original stereo soundtrack, English 5.1 DTS HD MA remix soundtrack. That's a brand new thing that they did for this Blu-ray. Brand new audio commentary by filmmaker Arna Venema and Hong Kong film expert Mike Leader. That's for the US cut of the film. For those of you who do not know, The Protector has 2 different cuts, and I'll get into that in a second. Newly translated English SDH subtitles, alternative Hong Kong version, which is Jackie Chan's recut of the film, presented from a standard definition source with newly translated English subtitles. New audio commentary by Irish filmmaking maverick George Clark and Hong Kong film expert Mike Leader. That's for Jackie Chan's Hong Kong cut of the film. We got a brand new 2019 interview called Hard Edge with director James Glickenhaus, which is probably going to be very interesting. I'm definitely going to check out that interview because, again, James Glickenhaus was the director of this film. And, you know, again, him and Jackie didn't really see eye to eye at all in this, during the production of this, as far as I know. So I'm really interested to see what James has to say about the film and about his relationship with Jackie. We have another brand new 2019 interview, Follow the Puck interview with cinematographer Mark Irwin. He was obviously cinematographer for the film. We have archive behind the scenes feature with newly translated subtitles, international trailer, Japanese trailer, Hong Kong trailer, Japanese teaser trailer, and double-sided artwork with both original Hong Kong poster and brand new artwork from RP Kung Fu Bob O'Brien. Hell to the yes. Yeah, I'll go ahead and open this up for you guys and let you see the inside of it. That is the disc right there, and then of course take the disc out, and then you can see the original Hong Kong cover art right there. I love the Blu-ray cases that they use for these films. Both the Blu-rays that I have are from 88 films, and yeah, these are just like really. I like how thick and sturdy these Blu-ray cases are. It's not like the very small, flimsy ones that we get over here in Region A in the U.S. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, The Protector. Once again, I must reiterate that I have not seen this movie, so there isn't a whole lot I know, but I do know the stories behind it. I know Jackie, he didn't like the way James Glickenhaus directed, like the action, and as well as handled stuff like dialogue and character development and stuff like that. And many people have said that this film is just not very. It's very grim. It's not very fun. It's just not Jackie Chan, and Jackie Chan, he didn't. He felt, you know, that this wasn't really him either, and I've read that at several points he told the director James Glickenhaus that he would direct the action himself. You know, he offered, hey, I can direct the action, but apparently James Glickenhaus didn't like the idea of that. So, and I know that that Glickenhaus has said, supposedly he has said in the past that whenever he was working on this film with Jackie, he didn't care what Jackie wanted. He just straight up said, I didn't care. But yeah, that's all I can really say about this one, because again, I haven't seen it. I need to watch it. I think it's going to be very interesting. This film has, like I said earlier, the Protector has 2 different cuts. Jackie, being so unsatisfied with how the film turned out, he completely re-edited the film. He added a lot of new footage and like new action sequences. He added a completely new subplot. You know, just something that he felt was better, like quality wise, and just something that was more in tune with what he liked to do. And this film is actually the reason that he went back to Hong Kong, because this was one of his attempts to break into Hollywood. But anyway, because of the very the alleged very negative experience that Jackie had with this film, he went back to Hong Kong and directed Police Story, which is one of his best films. And Jackie said that Police Story is his favorite movie that he's done. But yeah, I think this is going to be a really interesting experience for me in particular, because I haven't seen it, and just the divisiveness of it became too much to ignore. I was like, I need to see The Protector. For a while, I just kind of brushed it off because I knew that it was a movie that many people didn't like, and it's just not. It's not like it's not one of those standard Jackie Chan films, and so I was like, I don't know if I want to see that, but yeah, just the divisiveness became too much to ignore. I was like, okay, I need to see The Protector because it sounds very interesting. But I know many people like again, Jackie did a completely different cut of the film, and a lot of people have said that from an action standpoint and stuff like that, Jackie Chan's version is far superior. But then there are people who say that the original U.S. cut of the film, James Glickenhaus's version, is more consistent. But yeah, that's all that I really know. That's all I can really say. But yeah, moving on. Yeah, that is The Protector. So moving on, we have let me reach down and grab it here. We have Crime Story. Hell to the yes. I love Crime Story. This is one that I actually am familiar with. Crime Story, I've always thought was a very interesting film. Many people talk about, in this day and age, many people think, like whenever they think Jackie Chan, I think usually, and this is just pertaining to like Western audiences, I think a lot of people who are familiar with Jackie Chan, they really just know him for like the Rush Hour films or the Shanghai films and stuff like that. And while I do enjoy both the Rush Hour and the Shanghai films, I always thought it was kind of strange how it has to do with Jackie Chan's 2017 film, The Foreigner. Whenever that movie came out, again, this is like I believe that this was just a Western thing here, but when I say Western, I mean Western audiences. Whenever Foreigner came out, I got the impression that it was marketed as, Jackie Chan like you've never seen him before. It was this movie was going to be a lot darker, and there wasn't really any comedy, and Jackie was just the world and the story and everything that Jackie's character is involved in. It's very grim and gritty and like just unpleasant. But and while The Foreigner definitely has those qualities, I just thought it was interesting how The Foreigner wasn't the first time that Jackie had done something like that. It was probably the first time many people had seen him like that, because again, it was Western audiences. Excuse me. This was a big budget, Hollywood film, even though it's set in London. But it was probably like a first time thing for a lot of people seeing Jackie this way. But before he did The Foreigner, he had done a lot of other stuff that was just as dark, if not darker. Crime Story being one of them, but there were others like New Police Story Lockdown, Shinjuku Incident. I mean, he had done stuff like that before, but again, it's The Foreigner had a lot of marketing, and so it was probably a first time thing for many people seeing him like this. But Crime Story was probably the best attempt that Jackie had as far as like doing serious, like really dark, serious stuff. This was probably his best attempt. And I think it's a great movie. Crime Story is really awesome. This film was released in '93, which is the year I was born. But yeah, so starting off, cover art. This is fantastic cover art as well. This is also by Kung Fu Bob. This is really good cover art as well. It's got some really great colors. The tone of like the colors is, I don't know if that's the right word to use, but it's very, you can see it's like very dark. There's a lot of blues and purple and stuff like that. So it's a very like very what's the word, cool colors. But yeah, anyway, so here we have troubled Hong Kong CID Inspector Eddie Chan, which is Jackie Chan, is assigned to oversee the safety of controversial businessman, Wong Yat-fei, who's played by Lau Kar-ying, who is subsequently kidnapped. A major investigation is launched, which leads to Taipei and back to Hong Kong. But unbeknownst to Chan, his new partner, Inspector Hung, is an accomplice to the crime, throwing the authorities, off the trail. So yeah, Jackie's character, early on in the film, there's an incident in Crime Story where Jackie's character kills a couple people in self-defense, and throughout the rest of the film, that haunts him. And again, this is really heavy stuff here, but yeah, it haunts him. He has his own demons that he's fighting throughout the entire film, while also trying to save this businessman who's been kidnapped, and his partner is a cop as well. Obviously being his partner, but he's in on this whole thing, and he's sending the cops kind of on a wild goose chase. He's leading them on a chase of goose. But yeah, it's just it's a pretty crazy movie. But yeah, and so getting into the details of it, we have a stunning 1080p presentation on Blu-ray from a brand new 2K restoration in the original widescreen aspect ratio, original Cantonese mono track and 5.1 surround sound, English audio option of the international dub, newly translated English subtitles, brand new audio commentary, by filmmaker Arna Venema and martial arts cinema authority Mike Leader. Police Story on Crack, a new interview with Mike Leader. This film certainly is Police Story on Crack. That's great. Oh, I can't wait to watch that one. I'm gonna watch that interview. I have I've seen Crime Story before, obviously, but I don't know a lot of the details other than it's just like one of Jackie Chan's like more serious films. But yeah, this film is most certainly Police Story on Crack. That's great. I can't wait to check that interview out. Then we have Looking for a New Direction. Longtime Jackie Chan assistant director Ping Kia-lek, I think that's how you say it, remembers Crime Story. That's a new interview as well. Scenes from the Singapore version with newly translated subtitles. Interview with action impresario Bruce Law. Interview with screenwriter Teddy Chan. Interview with director Kurt Wong. Kurt Wong directed Crime Story, obviously. Then we have Hong Kong trailer with newly translated subtitles, and a double-sided sleeve featuring new artwork by RP Kung Fu Bob O'Brien and the original Hong Kong poster art. Yes. So yeah, I'll show that off to you guys. This is that's the disc right there, and then this right here is the original Hong Kong poster. I love that. I love that original poster. This new one's great, but I've always thought that this poster was really cool. You see like Jackie, and there's fire everywhere. It's a dead dude right underneath him. You guys are gonna see a glare on the case there. That's my phone. Sorry about that. But yeah, that is Crime Story. This is a great movie. Like I said, probably Jackie's best attempt at doing something really serious, but he did some other pretty good stuff after this, like New Police Story, which is a good movie. Excuse me. But and another interesting thing, I thought Crime Story was part of the Police Story series, and it probably might be. But then again, probably not. I don't think it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I don't think it is. I don't think Crime Story is part of the Police Story franchise. It's it does have similarities, and it is a police story. See what I did there? But it's yeah, just a really great movie. I can't wait to check this out. I can't get over that Police Story on Crack thing. That's crazy. I think that's like a really great title, just because this film is definitely Police Story on Crack. It's like I said, it's very dark throughout the whole movie, but But Jackie Chan's original police story, that had shades of that as well. Like I know a majority of the first police story is is high octane action, but it's also very goofy. It's got a lot of comedy. But once Jackie's character, like before like whenever he's accused of killing another cop, and then the mall fight happens, those last several minutes of Police Story are super intense. It's a very, very intense, like thrilling action. And so like just think of that, but throughout the whole movie here. Like this is just the whole thing. This movie is 107 minutes long. So like instead of doing like, I don't know, 30 to 45 minutes of that, 107 minutes of just crazy thrilling suspense. but yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't done a video in a few weeks. I feel like I'm getting a little rusty, but yeah, just wanted to show you guys that. I'm very glad that I purchased both of these. I think that was money well spent, and I'm very eager to check out both of those, especially the Protector, because it's got 2 different cuts. And I need to check both of them out because I haven't seen either, and I know that they're both pretty different. So yeah, I'm fixing to take off so that I can check these out and have a little bit of fun. But before I go, once again, I do want to apologize for not being as active on YouTube. I'm sorry again. There was, vacation from work, and then I got sick, and so I had to recover and all that, but we're good. We're back. We're better than ever. I got another unboxing video coming for you guys very soon. As soon as I get the movie in the mail, I'm waiting on my copy of Skinny Tiger and Fatty Dragon from Eureka Entertainment, the new Eureka Blu-ray. As soon as I get that, I'm going to have another unboxing video of me opening that up for you guys. I'm also going to be doing some more Blu-ray reviews. I haven't filmed any of these yet, but I have a video in the works where I'm going to talk about the Bruce Lee Criterion collection. I have that Blu-ray set. I also want to do one for my Cinematic Vengeance set, which is also from Eureka. But I'm gonna try to get started on those very soon. It's just being sick and everything. I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things. I just went back to work, and excuse me. I'm just I need to get back into the balance of everything. But yeah, I'm gonna have a couple more videos coming for you guys, and they're gonna be out very soon. Don't forget, I do have a podcast, Kaleb's Kung Fu Cinema. I'm gonna leave a link in the description for you guys to check that out. It's going to it's my link tree. It's gonna send you guys to my my Facebook, my Instagram, and as well as the podcast on various platforms. My wife and I, we just did a brand new episode. It was episode 35 of Kaleb's Kung Fu Cinema. We talked about The Raid 2, which was a lot of fun. We enjoyed talking about that movie, enjoyed watching it again, and just studying it and all that. We have another episode coming up in 2 weeks. It's going to be on the brand new Netflix movie, Fistful of Vengeance. So, which we already watched. I'm not going to give my opinion of it here because we're doing an episode on it, and I need to watch it again and make notes and everything. But we have watched it. So, so we need to, definitely need to check it out again and kind of process everything and decide once and for all how to really feel about it. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. So thanks for tuning into this video. If you guys were new, I appreciate you coming and checking us out. I've gotten a lot of new subscribers. We're at 47 right now, I believe, 47 or 48. Can we get to 50? I hope so. If we do, I'm gonna make a very special thank you video for everyone who has subscribed if we can get to 50 subscribers. So yeah, thank you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. Check out my social media and my podcast. I'll leave a link in the description once again. And yeah, that's it. So thanks, guys. I will see you in the next video.